with you a lot. You're going to take with you a lot from today's meeting. Before we start, by attending this meeting, you agree to the privacy policy of Toastmasters International, as well as the hosting service. Your attendance discharges the Toastmasters International from any claims and liabilities arising or in connection to the use and distribution of video recording. Please keep your mics on mute during the speeches and videos on at all times. Please refrain talking about sex, politics, or religion in a derogatory manner. Please avoid chatting during the course of the training. So with a round of applause, I welcome our trainer for the day, DTM Rita Harlalka.
Thank you so much, Ankita. And let me clap for all of you here. And to all of you, I just want to clarify the reason that I am being called DTM Rita and you all are TM Kavita Das, TM Shraddha Jitani, TM Piyush Virmiwal. This one word, distinguished Toastmaster, is nothing. It is just taking up leadership roles and completing your educational goals. And how to do it, I am going to take you through this right now. And please be very interactive. It is you can raise hands and ask questions. The only point is after this session, there shouldn't be any questions remaining regarding Toastmasters, regarding being a new member. This is an orientation program and I want everybody to get their doubts clarified. I hope my screen is visible to everybody. Thank you so much, Ankita. What is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is nothing but a self-help club for nourishing your speaking, writing, and observational skills. There are 2 tracks in Toastmasters. Please don't get yourself confused. It's absolutely easy, and I'm going to take this take through this in the coming slides. One is the educational track. Second is the leadership track. And let me tell you, we should adopt both of this simultaneously because our complete growth depends on pursuing both the tracks, not just one. Always remember, a good leader is a good speaker. A good speaker is a good leader. This is what we Toastmasters say. I don't know what the world says. I want all of you to do this exercise. What are your goals? Why have you actually joined Toastmasters? Please write 3 goals now. All of you. Maybe if you don't have a pen and paper, I'm sure you're carrying your smartphone. Just WhatsApp this to yourself. If not at all, if you don't have pen and paper, you can write it in your notes section. But I want all of you to write 3 goals for the upcoming 3 months. I hope I can't see anybody writing. Yes, Manojji is writing. Kavita, I can't see you writing. Ankita has taken out her notebook. We're not in a hurry. Be thoughtful, but write.
I'm done.
Okay. Have others written it down too? Okay, you needn't tell me what are your goals, but please WhatsApp these goals to your mentor after the session. This would be your first step towards Toastmastering and getting a handholding from your mentor. Please WhatsApp. And then maybe after a week, after you take up a role, after you give a speech, add another 3 for the next 3 months. Don't write the other 3 goals now. I don't personally suggest that. But I'm going to ask the mentors, have they received the goals? And I know my new mentees are also here. So that test would be good enough. Okay. What is a club meeting and what are the roles in a club meeting? Every meeting is broadly divided into 3 parts. Prepared speeches, table topic session where guests can also participate, evaluations. What are prepared speeches? Prepared speeches are not the speeches where you can speak whatever you want to. It is not something that your mentor is going to assign. It is not something that a topic will be given to you. No, it's not that. You have to select a path. You have to launch a project. Then you have to make a speech according to that project, which your mentor is going to talk to you about. And that is a prepared speech section. In every meeting, we necessarily have 2 speeches. And if there is a speech marathon, you'll come across these words in the WhatsApp group. Speech marathon, maybe we have 5 to 6 speeches, but we don't have more than 3 speeches in a general meeting. And the reason being, the second one is the table topic session, where you actually think on your feet and speak. And that is the best session to have that jamming between the table topics master with the guests, and you actually gauge yourself. How are you as a speaker? Here I would like to say, if you are not ready to speak, please don't be embarrassed. Just say the table topics master that today I don't feel very comfortable to take up the topic. I would like to pass it on. You can do this at least for 2-3 meetings as a new member. There is no rule against this. You can pass on the topic. It is always better to sit back and enjoy rather than going to the stage and get nervous. Now comes the crux of our meetings, the evaluations. See, giving and receiving evaluation is an art, and there is a purpose. Can you all tell me what is the purpose of evaluations? Yes, anybody, please unmute yourself. Let them, okay, I can see a chat. Okay, I'll just switch on the AC. Give me 1 more.
And can I?
Madam, to get the feedback.
Yes. I've switched off. All right. Yes, to understand our pros and cons. Okay.
Ma'am?
Yes. Yes,
So
yes,
that-
please.
Yes, so that we can improve the next time whenever we are giving our speeches.
Okay. Someone else?
To get the feedback so that we can improve later on.
Okay. There is only one motive of evaluation, and that is the encouragement to speak. You as an evaluator have to encourage the speaker to speak up, to take up next projects. And the evaluator who is evaluating should be motivated enough, should be encouraged enough to take up your positives into his speaking. And there is a proper way. The one and only motive, I repeat, for evaluation is encouragement, nothing else. because as we get encouraged, we are sure to improve. And how do we do it? There is a particular way about which Toastmasters is very, very strict, and that is CRC. Commendation, recommendation, commendation. We call it CRC, which is you blanket your suggestions with positives. Oh, wow, what a speech. I'm motivated to inculcate that in my next project. Wow, you blew my mind away. Only if you could do this. This is how you actually give recommendations. Maybe I accept I am a hyper energetic person. You don't need to be that loud, but you can say you were fantastic, you were awesome. Only if you can inculcate something which I personally feel. And also there is something called I personally feel in evaluations. Because evaluation completely depends on your personal opinion. Maybe you love that speech a lot and others don't enjoy it. Maybe you don't enjoy it and for others it's a hit. It's that way. CRC and your personal opinion. Now coming to the roles. Short roles. We call it tag roles. You'll often see bidding for tag roles in the WhatsApp groups. What is the tag role? Timer, R counter, grammarian. Timer is the easiest role, wherein you just need to time the speaker. And in Guwahati Toastmasters Club, we are very particular about timings. I'm very sorry for 3 minutes late, 3 seconds rather. So here we time the entire meeting, especially the special needs, because we don't want to go overboard. Once you go overboard, the meeting gets boring, especially in the Zoom sessions. Physical meets are much better. You can get the timing sheet from your mentor or Toastmasters website, or there is a mobile application also for this. And there is some, we say, for example, for table topics, it's 1 to 2 minutes. We say green for 1 minute, yellow for 1.5 minutes, red for 2 minutes. And we have 30 seconds on either side. For everything, for prepared speeches, for table topic speeches, for evaluations, everything. Our counter is someone, this is a unique role which Toastmasters has developed, invented rather. This is where you take up the filler words, you count the filler words, and of course, even this has to be presented beautifully. There are our counters who simply stand and say, there were 15 hours, 10 something, you had so many filler words, you paused. That's okay. This is not how we present our report. It is like there were 2 arms, 3 hours, and I think there was a slightly longer pause, which the project didn't need. And I think you can do better next time. Few speakers were flawless, and their names are so and so. Present everything beautifully. That is the key of taking up any role. For grammarian, you have to give a word of the day, and that depends upon clubs to clubs. We also have this idiom of the day, idiom of the week. We start using the word and idiom the moment it is introduced in the group, just to keep the group moving, just to get into that flow of the meeting. But you have to take the word of the day. For example, if you take up inculcate. Inculcate is a verb. The other forms will be inculcation, which is a noun. And how do you use the word in a sentence? As a grammarian, you are going to give 3 sentences so that the usage becomes simpler. And grammarian is something which I would suggest you to take up only if you have that grammar very strongly in you and you're very sure about corrections. You should not take up this role unless and until you're very sure of English grammar. That's absolutely fine. This is not a rat race. You can take up as and when you are comfortable. But please start up with grammar, with our counter and our timer. Next comes the long roles. Toastmaster of the day. We generally call it TMOD across district, which is just like the MC of any meeting. He or she introduces the theme of the meeting, and he is the one who introduces the 3 sections which I just explained. The most important duty of a Toastmaster is to keep the track of the time. It is not the theme which always keeps the people entertained. It is the time that the Toastmaster of the day actually follows in the meeting. You can't go overboard with your speeches. It'll generally be that you select a theme and you'll have so many things to say. No, you cannot do this. Just prepare a draft. At least prepare a script for the Toastmaster of the day 3 or 4 times. Then it becomes comfortable. You can actually take it through without writing. You just need to, you can just think, and then you can take up discussing with your mentor. General evaluator. Now he or she is, you can say, the guardian of the meeting, that particular meeting. And he or she will take up everything from the beginning to the end of the meeting, beginning from the SARS address to the president address, the Toastmaster of the day, how did this, and the only thing that he's not supposed to comment is on the prepared speaker. There is a regulation for general evaluator also. He is not supposed to comment on the prepared speaker because that is not his job. That is the evaluator's job. General evaluator's job is to evaluate the evaluators, whether the evaluations were done right or wrong, rightly or wrongly rather. And of course, evaluator, as I said, CRC. Now, these 4 roles, I would suggest you all to take up maybe in the 2nd month of your membership. Once you've observed a couple of meetings, presuming that you must have observed 2 meetings as a guest and then another 3 as member. So you have good 5 meetings. Then you should take up these roles, of course, with prior discussion of your mentor. Do not take up any role without discussion with your mentor. This is where you will get nervous. This is where you will goof up. Speaker. Speakers are 2 kinds here, prepared speaker and table topic speaker. Any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? Am I good to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I just want to tell one thing, Rita.
Yeah.
The minimum time for table topic is 1 minute. Is it 30 seconds on the, starting side? I think is it 1 minute?
That's what I said. It is 30 seconds grace on either side.
No, is it?
No. If you speak for more than 30 seconds, you're not disqualified. You have to speak for 30 seconds. But we show the card. We show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and red card at 2 minutes.
I am a bit confused here. We will clarify this later, because minimum we have to speak for 1 minute.
No. It is not 1 minute. Minimum you have to speak for 30 seconds. If you have spoken for 30 seconds, you cannot be disqualified as a speaker.
Okay.
Now, club executive committee roles. What is it? There are 7 roles. Sergeant at arms. It is just what the name suggests. The sergeant. He is the one who's actually opening up the meeting. He's going to lay the ground rules. For our district, we don't speak on sex, religion, and politics. It is not the Toastmasters rule. It is only District 41's rule. This is not Toastmasters rule. And this is what we belong to District 41. So we say this. And we also call the president. We also ask people to switch off or put their phone on silent. We also say, please do not do any entry or exit between the speeches. You may do that between the applauses. So there are a few ground rules that a SAR needs to do. And I would say this is the best role, because not even the president or VP education or everybody gets the time to speak in every meeting. It is in Toastmasters Club of Guwahati that we have made it formally. That way, the president comes and he also follows up. He is the one who introduces the Toastmaster of the. It's not there globally, but Sergeant at Arms globally opens up the meeting. So you have that 1 to 2 minutes to yourself. And trust me, after you open the meetings for 6 months, you'll be a different speaker. Those 2 minutes are enough to make your confidence, to build your confidence. Number 2, treasury. Of course, money matters. And we all look up to our treasurer. The treasurer is, in Toastmasters, we don't have too many social obligations. We don't do any kind of social programs, not too much of social programs. We don't have any kind of donations. So there are basically 2 renewals and maybe few special meets or few special awards and recognitions that the treasurer needs to pass. Number 3, secretary. Secretary is the one who does all the liaising. It is not the president. It is the secretary who does all the liaising. He's the face of the club. It is not the president. VP Public Relations. Public relations, what do you understand by this? Yes, everybody unmute yourself. Let's make it interactive. Someone who is promoting the club in front of the world. And the platforms are Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook. Now you can also say a Clubhouse and so many other things. And you can also go and meet people if you are an aggressive executive committee leader. But you are basically promoting Toastmasters as a VP PR. VP membership. VP membership is the one who actually does all the formalities from for a member, from joining, from sending the welcome mail, for addressing him, for introducing Toastmasters to the new member. And then VP membership is the one who passes on the member to the VP education. Now VP education, he's just like the Prime Minister of India, and President is the President of India. Prime Minister of India, when I say VP education, is someone we cannot do about it, because VP education is someone who has all the track of your educational goals. He or she is the one who actually monitors your growth in Toastmasters. He is supposed to clarify all your doubts regarding any educational goals. If your mentor is not being able to coax you, to push you, it is the duty of the VP education mingle to nudge the mentor and the mentor, and sit with them, talk to them, and understand what is the problem, where is the problem.
Master Rita is facing a technical. Let's just wait for the mentor.
And if you are not satisfied with your mentor, please talk to your VP education. That's absolutely fine. It is not wrong. It is just the way you how you present it, as I said it previously. But please don't keep this in your heart and let your growth be deterred. No, talk to the VP education. It's his duty to solve this matter. Plan it after you've attended at least 2 meetings. don't be in a hurry to start with this. Please don't do that. Even that is bad, because you get, maybe at times you get nervous. You don't get, every evaluator is not, what do I say, very kind one, and maybe he's quite strict to evaluate you for your first speech, and then you feel very bad about it. Before you give your icebreaker, take up a short role, and the suggested ones are timer and R counter. Please do that. Break your ice with the timer or an R counter's role. That will really boost your confidence. For your icebreaker speech, you have to follow certain outline program, or you can say there are few things you need to cover in your speech. And just a minute. Yes. You need to discuss your draft with your mentor, because there is a way to write an icebreaker speech. We all are, maybe we are 18 plus, so we've had so many experiences. It is not that every experience that you need to speak out in the audience. And discuss that one particular incident that you need people to know about you, and you have to have this one point. Why did you join Toastmasters, and what is the purpose behind your joining the Toastmasters? Because there is a reason behind it. You are clarifying your points in front of all the members who are going to support you in your journey. Stating so, you are expecting support from the club members. Okay. And see, this speech is supposed to be the easiest one, because it's all about you. Even if you say that, whatever you say about yourself, people are not going to question you, because it's all about yourself. You don't need any research, any statistics, any data. And please, please, please make sure you deliver your icebreaker within a month. And due to unforeseen reasons, maybe some time you are not being able to deliver. Yes, I missed the president. No, I didn't miss the president. Right? I just said okay. My connection had got disconnected. Okay, I'll take that up after this. Make sure you deliver your icebreaker within a month. And even if you are not being able to deliver, please schedule it with your mentor and have everything ready. So that the more you delay, the more you're delaying your growth, nothing else. Okay, coming back to the president's role, the president is actually someone who is, you can say, who's the rudder of the boat, who has the rudder of the boat. And he is, he's not the face of the club, but he's someone who, with discussion with, yes, you got disconnected. I got disconnected mid VP Edu. Okay. VP Education was mostly covered, and it is VP Education is someone who is your educational partner, who is going to handle all your educational needs. For any kind of educational needs, if your mentor is, once the mentor is assigned, VP Education kind of takes a backseat, and he sees the overall growth of the members and the club meetings. But if there is any problem with your mentor, if the mentor is not reverting to you, if you are not being able to get in touch with your mentor, it is the VP Education who's going to sort the matter out. Coming back to the president, it is the president who is going to lead the club from the front. He's supposed to be answerable for the renewals and the attrition growth. He is someone who has to introduce club meetings in the most encouraging manner. He is the one who has to lay the ground rules. Every club has their ground rules. It depends on the EC, and it is mostly the part of the president. He or she he has a power to lay down the ground rules of the meeting. For example, for us, we are very particular on times, especially if this is something we just don't encourage. We don't allow. Even in our physical meets, if the fellowship is for 30 minutes, it's only for 30 minutes. Even if the role player is absent, we try to pass it on to someone who is available, but we don't delay the meeting so that everybody's timing becomes a problem. So these president is, and also president in discussion with VP Education will see the overall progress. He will see the contest months. He will see the fair judgment. He will see the conduct of the meeting. He will see if there is any kind of wrong voting being done, because we have the system of voting for the best speaker, best role player, long and short. So this is the overall, he's the overall guardian of the meeting. I didn't want to put any, and I know there is too much of a text here, but this is very important. The beauty of this relationship is the art of assisting discovery. You have to discover what's in it that you haven't been able to expose so far, and it's the duty of your mentor to let you to help you be aware of your strengths. You just have to say your weaknesses. You have to accept your weaknesses in front of your mentor, and then he is the one who's going to make you aware of your strengths. Open up with your mentor. There is a purpose that you've joined Toastmasters for, and make that purpose very clear, crisp, clear, concise in front of your mentor. And it is also this way. It is the mentor who approaches the mentee first. It is not the other way around. There is a reason. Again, there is a reason, because it is done to make you comfortable. It is done to make you feel warm, to welcome you in the club, and so that you have that one person whom you can just whom you can just call up anytime, whom you can discuss your problems, who can sit with you and talk about your progress path. But make sure standard duration for icebreaker. Okay, duration for icebreaker speech is 4 to 6 minutes, and for all the other speeches it's 5 to 7 minutes. Of course, for the high projects it goes up to 8 to 10 minutes and 15 to 20 minutes, and then there are a lot of many things, but most of the speeches are 5 to 7 minutes, and icebreaker is 4 to 6 minutes. Okay, and before any role, please, even if you've observed it very well, inform your mentor. Tell him that I want to take this role, and what is it that you want me to guide on. Ask for that. Also, see, a mentor has to handhold you. It's his duty. But he can only do that up to a certain extent, because every person is different. Every mentor is different. Every mentee is different. There are people who would not want that much of pushing. They would maybe they stop taking calls. It has happened with me. Mentee taking my calls because I was too pushy. And at the end, Toastmasters is there's no restriction. It is not this way that a mentor is assigned to you and only he is supposed to clarify your doubts. No. This is the reason I asked you all to please write a purpose in your icebreaker speech. Purpose of joining Toastmasters, so that you seek that, so that you get that support from each and every club member. That is a duty. That is something we actually promise ourselves and others when we become members of the club. You can call up anybody, but we need a regular mentorship, and that is how we progress in Toastmasters. Okay, Pathways. Pathways is a new program in Toastmasters, and now we just have one program, which is Pathways, a national track, but that track is scrapped. And let me tell you, for members who were a part of the old traditional track, Pathways is nothing, just you can say just few additions or few new things have been added, but it's just an overhaul of the traditional track and divided into 11 parts. Just that. Maybe they have come up with podcasts and PowerPoint presentations, which is the need of the hour, and which was still there in the tool. Okay, am I not audible? Am I not audible?
Your voice is breaking a little in between, Rita.
Okay. I'll just see if
It's
it
clear
is
now.
too
It's
disturbing.
clear
Please,
now.
okay. So once you've paid the fees, you will get an official mail from Toastmasters International. Please open that email and look out for your login credentials. That is something only you can do for yourself. Please be on the lookout for that mail. Once you get the login credentials, please go on to Toastmasters website, log in with your username and password, click on Pathways. You would see 3 things. One is path selection, second is Basecamp, third is the navigator. Path selection is nothing, but you will get the overall view of the 11 paths, and you'll also have an assessment test. Please take that up, but do not be in a hurry to select that path. Please don't do so. Take the test. You will get 3 options. Write down those 3 options, discuss it with your mentor, or go back and see what does a path look like, that particular path. Basecamp. Basecamp is nothing but it's a tracker of your progress, of your club members, of how many projects have you undertaken, how many projects are left. Third is the navigator. Navigator is the overview of Pathways. What is Pathways? What are the resource materials? What are the different projects? It's just an overview. You can say it's just an online catalog kind of thing, descriptive catalog. Now, there are 11 pathways and each path has 5 levels. Is there any doubt here? This is very important. Is there any doubt here?
Members, please feel free to ask any doubts that you have regarding Pathways.
No, clear.
Okay. So how to start? Once you've selected your path, you will get this in your Basecamp. Launch your project. Please do not forget to launch the project. You have to launch the project. You have to view the training material. You have to assess the skill before. This is something which you should do so that you know where do you actually stand, and assess your skill after the project that you can gauge yourself. How did you speak? How did you perform? How do you feel? It's a very systematically, beautifully designed program. And if you are not comfortable, please sit with your mentor. Both of you talk, and maybe you can talk to him and open your laptops and discuss it. He will take you through and through. And then once you've completed, you've given the speech, taken up the evaluations, it's better if you upload the evaluations in your, there is something called document. You can upload the evaluations and then mark the project complete. Only then the next project will show up. You have to mark it complete. Maybe for the initial projects, your mentor can do that. Now there are 11 parts, and this is how they look. I'm talking about a 5 levels. Every pathway has 5 levels, and there are the main skills of particular pathways, like speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership. There is an additional skill also, which is coaching and leadership. Yes. Leadership development is mainly about public speaking, communication leadership. So there are many such kinds, 11 paths to be more precise. This is something which is very important. Can you change your pathways? Yes, you can. And how do you do that? You send an email to supply orders at Toastmasters. Please write an email so that you get the reward. Also, there is something very important to you is if you have marked your project as complete, it is very difficult and many a times your request is not even approved. So the key thing here is once you've given the speech and once you are not very confident about taking your next project, do not mark your project as complete. Yes, can you all hear me?
Rita, you're fairly audible, although your voice is breaking, and your shared screen is not visible anymore.
Is it?
No, not
Just
yet.
a minute.
I think it's raining and it's causing a lot of network issues even in the area I am in.
Now?
No, Toastmaster Rita, your shared screen is not visible. You try to share again
Rita, you open the file in the background and then try
and
to
then
share.
share. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already open. It's already open. It's already. Still not?
No, Rita, it's yeah, it just came on for a second. Yes, it did. Maybe you could try again. It says you've started screen sharing, so I think it will be visible in a few seconds.
Okay. Okay, this is something very important, which is regarding the change of path. And it is, can you change pathways? Yes, you can. But you have to send an email to supplyorders@toastmasters.org. It so happens that we select a path, but then suddenly feel, no, this is not for us. You can definitely do that. It is advisable to change your path within 3 months of selection, because that becomes easier. Else you'll have to do you'll have to get into a lot of mail trail. Also, there is something very important here. If you have marked your breaker project as complete, it is very difficult and many a times the request is not even approved. So do not be in a hurry to complete the project. Maybe you can take up the next project. You can deliver the speech. Your mentor can give you the guidelines of the next project, because level 1 for most of the pathways are similar. You can take up the project, deliver the speech, and then if you're very confident about pursuing that path, mark it complete and take the path forward. Okay. Finally, I'm going to end. And see, this is the hierarchy. The members, Toastmasters actually begins with members. It's the members, the club, the area, the divisions, the district, the region, and then the board of directors. We are members of Toastmasters Club of Guwahati or Guwahati Toastmasters Club. We are into area J3. It's a division J, district 41, region 13, and the board of directors, which consists of the international president, the CEO, and many and other top 7 leaders. And the international president is Richard Peck, and the CEO is Daniel Rex. You should know this as a Toastmaster. And of course, if you Google, there are many things about Toastmasters. You'll get to know. Yes, Nisha, you wanted to ask something about pathways. Yes, I'll take up the question and answer. So, am I very clear on this? Do you all have any doubt on this? There is only one thing which I have not touched, which is the contest. Because it will be too much. We will just begin with the contest in September 2nd week, and a lot of things will be clarified. And you can always get back to me on personal. You can talk it out with the VP-Ed, with the mentor, and of course we'll make it very clear that it is absolutely crystal clear for the new members in the group. It is just that when the member, yes, Shraddha, it is we just had to split the club because there were too many members in one club, and if Toastmasters suggests if there are more than 20-25 people in a club, it's better to split so that you get the role slots easier, speech slots easier, you get more chances to speak. So we were around 50, we splitted the club into two. Now, do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts about pathways?
Toastmaster Rita, I
Just
think,
log on to Toastmasters. Yeah.
yeah, Toastmaster Nisha had a question.
Yes, Nisha, please. Some examples of pathways and levels. See, did you all see my screen where I had wasn't these? I'll just share once more. Just share this once more. Give me a moment. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it says you started screen sharing. I think it'll be here in a few seconds. Yes, it's visible now.
See, Toastmasters is just that. See, if you see this path, engaging humor, there are 5 levels, as all the pathways has 5 levels. And what is the main skill? This is for you, for the person who is selecting the path. The purpose, what is the skill that you're going to develop once you choose this path? It is the public speaking, and additional skill will be speech writing. I'll also come to the levels. Wait, effective coaching. This is another pathway. And the skill is public speaking, interpersonal communication, strategic leadership. Additional skill is coaching and leadership. Now, if you come to the level, I would say that in a level, maybe you have 4 projects. For example, level 1 is first the icebreaker. Second, it is to give any and receive feedback. Third is to use feedback speech, taking the opinion of the evaluator to show improvement. You can repeat the same speech with inculcations of the recommendations and commendations, or you can rewrite a speech, a fresh draft, taking in view of the recommendations that your evaluator had suggested that day. So in every level, there are 3 to 4 projects. For example, in level 2, there is something called your experience as a mentor. Then it is your leadership strategy. Then it is how do you plan to showcase your leadership strategy. And then there is a practical project wherein you need to conduct a training, or you need to conduct, you need to have a social media program, or some kind of social program where you are advertising Toastmasters, you're speaking about Toastmasters. So there are different levels. There are different projects in each levels, rather. Is
Yeah,
this
Rita,
question answered?
Yeah.
Yes, Nisha.
Yeah, Rita, I just wanted to ask you about this only, about the level completion. So after level completion, we need to register it in at the pathways, right? You go to Basecamp, but how to do that? I haven't been able to do that.
You just need to select the pathway once. You have to complete 5 levels, and then you need to complete. You need to select another path.
No. Suppose I finish my icebreaker, and I need to.
Yes.
I need to I need to put it there in pathways, right? This has been completed.
Yes.
So how to do that?
Yes, you have to go to that project. You have to
Yeah.
take this, assess your skill after the project. There is something called assessing your skill after the project. You take up
Okay.
that, and
Okay.
then once you've taken up the test for that, you have marked yourself. There will be an option which will show complete the project. Click on that, complete the project, and then automatically the next project will show up.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was what I was puzzled about.
And here I would like to tell all of you, pathways at times becomes very irritating for a newbie. There are times you want to launch, we are not being able to, but it's absolutely fine. You just try 2-3 times, it will happen. Also, you have to disable your pop-up blocker.
Yes, yes, yes.
Pathways is not being it is not supported by pop-ups. Yes, Toastmaster Naveen.
Yeah, thank you for your guidance throughout this. There has been some glitches, but the session has been quite interesting. Can you guide us? Like, okay, everything is okay with pathways. There are 5 levels, and you have to complete those. What generally what happens? How long does it take to complete a pathway? Because in a pathway 5 levels, you have to go through 5 different speeches or panel discussions or whatever the module has been fixed. How long does it take for any member to complete his pathway? So number one. Number two, once one pathway is completed, then you go to the second pathway.
Yes.
And how does this process go and end? Like out of 11, you get to when you start, you get 3 pathways. You can select out 1 out of 3. Then once the pathway is completed, what happens after the first is completed? After that, some other pathway is there. How do we proceed? Like, how long does it take to proceed? Or is it lifelong? You keep doing the pathways and at the end of a particular time, you get bored and you leave that. So can you guide us, guide not just me, everybody? How long does it take to complete a pathway? And what next after the first pathway you have completed?
Okay, so let me tell you let me answer your questions one by one. Firstly, regarding your pathway completion, I would say it would it would take at least 6 months to complete one pathway. I don't think so. You can rush it so soon and complete it in a haste, because you need to take up club roles also. And there are many things as you progress in higher levels, which would need team coordination, team support. There are something called team projects also in every pathway. So therein comes the role of other members also. So 6 months is enough, but that is more than enough to complete a pathway. Secondly, once you complete a pathway, you have to select second pathway. And I think I'm not very sure on this, but I think you're charged $20 for it. I'll get back to you on this. Most 90% this is confirmed. I'm just missing it out. But second path is you have to pay $20 and then you take up second path. And once you complete 2 pathways and you've served the district leadership team, which is like you become an area director or the division director, or you're serving the district. There are many roles from the district, which every other district offers, and we can opt for it. Once you take up that leadership position, you are a DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster. So 2 pathways and a leadership position makes you a Distinguished Toastmaster. And I'm sure after you've done 2 pathways and leadership position, and you've served as a leader for 1 complete year, and you also need to mentor a club, not club members, you need to mentor a club, you need to be a sponsorer of a club. I'm sure most of us have had enough of it, but still, if you ask me, in 5 years I've done everything. Still I'm here. Why? Because every time we get to learn something new, I meet new people, I give speeches. So this is how. And now I'm so sorry, there are many people like DTM Iron. He's not even a DTM twice, he's a DTM thrice now. Imagine, he's done his First, he completed his first distinguished Toastmaster project with the traditional track. The second one from 2 pathways, and then again he did his DTM, selecting 2 more pathways and serving the district for another role and sponsoring and mentoring the club. So it's a passion basically. It's maybe after you complete all the 11 pathways, you'll be exhausted and you'll be too senior. You just get into that leadership track. There are many Toastmasters who after a point of time they don't take up educational track so seriously and they get completely into leadership track. Is your question
Okay,
answered?
So I have some interjections in between. So you mean to
Yes.
say that you also cleared us everybody that how the DDM is being honored.
Yeah.
But the crux of the thing is that to complete 2 pathways, you may
Yeah.
need at least minimum a year, and
Yes.
parallelly, it's not a one-way thing that you keep on doing your pathway. Simultaneously, you will have to take leadership. You will have to take roles.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. As I said, we have to
This should be
adopt this
clear with
simultaneously.
Yes,
This was
yes,
my
yes.
first slide, which said you have to adopt both simultaneously for an exhaustive growth, for the overall growth in Toastmasters.
Yeah, because see, there are people like me. I'm exhausted with leadership roles throughout all these years, and my basic aim was to get knowledge and learn from Toastmasters and get ahead with Toastmaster. But now things are getting a bit more clearer after talking to you.
And Naveen,
You are right.
I would like to add something here. Maybe you're too new to take up any leadership position now. Once you are a part of a contest, once you go there under that ballot process, once you see someone someone whom you're close to in a district leadership team and making some tremendous change. For example, for us now, our aim is as a senior Toastmaster, Vivek Deora, we are working to create our own division. Right now,
That's one.
we are with Bhutan and Bengal. In the previous years, we were even with Bangladesh. We got ourselves detached from Bangladesh. Now we are with Bengal and Bhutan. Our next aim is to have our own division of all the clubs in the north in Assam. So this is you're too new to take up leadership position in the district, but as you grow, I'm sure you'll find it very interesting and very challenging.
No, I'm already exhausted taking leadership. That's a different chapter. One more thing I wish to know
Yeah.
that pathways are the basics or the pivotal platform of Toastmasters
Yeah.
with a secondary ozone layer of roles and leaderships. That's what I
Yes.
could understand after your session.
Yes.
Last week I was attending a meeting of professional Toastmasters. There are 12 members, and of which 8 are DTM, and 2 times DTM, and 1 is 4 times DTM. I was so embarrassed I had to leave the room. But yes, salute to those their caliber and their capacity of continuing with the pathways.
And
Thank you.
Yes, see, I
Yeah.
would tell you the joy of giving speeches in different clubs, in different kind of audience, in the presence of such senior Toastmasters is altogether a different experience. So maybe you get to know about it more once you. This is all because of the Zoom that we are not being able to give you all that feel, but which we were lucky to get when we had actually formed Toastmasters. Maybe once we start with the physical meets, you'll get to know Toastmasters is a lot more than just speaking and writing. Yes, any other questions, please? Kavita, you've asked if we want to change the pathways once we choose one, is it chargeable? No, it is not. you can always change one path. If you haven't given any, if you haven't marked, I'm sorry, if you haven't marked any project as complete, please write a mail. Or if you marked your project complete, that becomes a problem, but still we can sort it out, writing the email. Your mentor has to be taken in loop, the VP education has to be taken in loop, and then, you know, the mail trail begins. Maybe things can fall into place after a month, but you can always change a path, and that is not chargeable. Once you complete one pathway, second pathway is chargeable. Is your question answered, Kavita?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, any other questions? Does the silence mean that the training is complete?
Yes, Master Rita, I think the silence means that that was a great session and everybody's doubts are clear.
I'm very sorry for the technical glitch. I don't know. 2 laptops, a phone, 2 Wi-Fi, everything fails when I have an important session. I don't know why does this happen. Okay. Shraddha, you can always get in touch with me. Not a problem. In fact, any one of you can get in touch with me on a personal WhatsApp number, and we can sort it out. Not a problem.
Shraddha is also your mentee.
Yeah, Shraddha. So the next thing is just talking to your mentor, talk to him about your goals, take up a role, maybe the timer or a counter. If you've given a speech, then maybe your next project. If you're writing your icebreaker, talk to your mentor and get things on track. Mention about your purpose. Please do that. Yes, silence means please end the meeting. Okay. End it from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Ankita.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Rita Harlalka, for guiding us in such a beautiful manner and taking the pain for that